One of the things that makes Python a really great language to start with is that it has a lot of rules for how to write Python. I don't just mean rules for programming, rules that if you break them, your program doesn't work. I mean rules for how your code should look. What makes this so awesome is that pretty much everyone follows these rules, so your Python code looks like my Python code looks like anyone else's Python code. This means that you can find code written by all sorts of professional, top-of-the-field Python programmers, and you'll be able to read it and figure out what they're doing because it'll look so much like what you've already written. You might not get all of the concepts. I know I still find code that I don't understand right away, but you'll be able to see how the pieces fit together. Beautiful code won't run if it's not written correctly, so let's talk about the rules for writing Python. You'll hear these rules called syntax, by the way. By combining proper style and syntax, we'll create nice-looking programs that work and do awesome things for us. In Python, we call sections of code that are related, like what you'll see in a function or a loop, which is something else that we'll get to later, blocks. Blocks are indented one extra step. Each indentation step should be 4 spaces, but you can usually just hit Tab and your code editor will put in the spaces for you. Indentation is probably the biggest problem for new Python developers, so pay extra attention to it. I'll keep showing you proper indentation, but if you get stuck, ask our wonderful Treehouse community for help. Blocks also start with a colon. Variable and function names should all be lowercase and use underscores instead of spaces. In fact, you can't use spaces in variable or function names. You also can't use hyphens, or Python will try to subtract things. You'll pick up some other rules and ideas as we go through this and future courses, and we'll be practicing these plenty, so don't try to memorize them right now. Focus on writing clean code, and the syntax rules will start to come naturally for you.